too shy. I gotta make you see this is more than just a silly crush. And I wonder if you even notice me. You gotta feel me.
Listen. You turn that up. Okay, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Okay, as you can see, I'm jamming out. I'm having fun today with this recording. So you're gonna see me, like right now, acting a fool. So yes, welcome back. We are here today to do a Valentine's Day look. So I already started off with all my primers, as you saw earlier. I used the Nivea Men's Post Balm stuff, aftershave Post Balm. I used Too Faced Hangover RX. I used Milani Prep Oil. I used a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, so now you saw me color correcting, me setting it just like the same routine I did in the last video. So yes, we're gonna go ahead and powder the brows so we can start, because I need dry foundation to put brows on, or it's not going to, the pencil doesn't work on wet skin. So yeah, powder the brows, do those real quick. I'm not gonna elaborate long on brows because I've already showed y'all this in the first video. So yeah, so I'm gonna clean it up, and I have my little dish thing. You can get this from Amazon, you can get this, I got mine from TJ Maxx. You can put your makeup on it if you need to mix colors, all that good stuff. Okay, so today for eyes, I'm going to go back in with that Juicy Loose palette I used in the first video. And I'm going to use a Juvia's Place mini palette, the berries one. But first I'm going to do the same thing I did in the last video. I'm going to use those two neutral shades, which is Turmeric Shot and Sweet Potato Mango. I'm going to blend those into my crease very lightly just to have some, you know, natural shade to have as my transition. And then I'm going to go into the berries palette and take that middle pink at the top, that color. I'm gonna buff that with a fluffy brush as well, just so you know, to get that pink going into the crease. So you're gonna go from light to dark. We're doing a halo eye today. So as you can see, when I'm laying my colors down, I'm putting all these colors like heavily on the outer and inner parts of my eyes, and then I drag them in my crease and blend them really good. So now I'm going to go in with my darkest shade, which is like a really pretty plum color in that bottom corner of the berries palette. And I'm going to, as you see, I'm dabbing it. Dab to apply, then blend. Press it in, blend it out real good. So I would flip the brush, that Anastasia brush, back and forth so I can use the more tighter brush to like apply it, and then use the other side to blend it out. And what y'all see me doing here is I'm starting to cut that crease for the halo eye. I apply the concealer on the lower part of my lid first, then look up real good and move your eye around so you can see where your cut crease should be. And I'm not going to cut the whole lid. You're going to see me only do just the center part of it and leave the edges out because I'm going to blend it in. You want a halo eye is going to make everything come in more like a circle. So yeah, so I'm blending this out, pat it out, smooth out your concealer, let it dry a little bit, then pat it out, smooth it out. Now on the edges of that, I'm going to use that dark color again. We're going to blend out the edges of the concealer on both sides really good. And then if you can't get it to look right, like you can see it's a little patchy right there on my eye, I'm going to add a little bit of concealer on the ends and then reapply that dark color so it's more prominent and it can look more cohesive, if that's what we can say. Then I'm going to take those shimmery pink colors, and that's going to be the next color, and that purple color. from another palette that's from Color Rain. It's called Queen of Hearts, and I think the color is called Ladyship, the purple. And I'm using that to blend out the edges of that deep plum shade. That's gonna be my next color to make it all come in. Look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. After that, I'm gonna go in with Sweet Ruby, which is like a pinky, glittery, foiled type of color. And honestly, I shouldn't have really used this color. I'm gonna use another color from the Queen of Hearts palette to help blend this in, because this is more like a chunky glitter. If anything, it's more like an eye topper. It's not really like an eyeshadow. So I shouldn't have really used this, but it was pretty anyway. So I used it. It was my first time using it. I'm just trying to get, you know, a bang for my buck with this palette, because, you know, Color Rain, it's not cheap, but they stuff is so worth it. If y'all have the money, just go ahead, get you some Color Rain. It's black owned. Their pigments, like everything, foiled shadows, all their glittery shadows, they're just bomb. So yeah, look at that. So yeah, so now I'm gonna go in with that light white color in the Queen of Hearts palette, and I'm gonna put that in the center of my lid and blend it out. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia pigment in the shade Sand. Yep. And then the other light full grayish purple color. I'm gonna mix them all and put them on my lid to get like a really pretty gradient effect. See, we proud of ourselves. So pretty.
I just wanna get away. What I got going on anyways. Oh, I just wanna get away. Get away from you. It's hard for me to stay. Oh, I just wanna get away. I just wanna get away. Oh, I just wanna get away.
Okay, so just like in the first video, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution foundation stick in the shade F18, the Juvia's Place stick foundation in Benin. I used a different foundation today, which is the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and I really like it. I'm gonna put the shade on the screen, and then I use my Juvia's Place concealer. I use that concealer for everything, I swear, but I'm gonna use that concealer, and then I'm just gonna start blending out like I did before. I'm gonna spray my face real good, and then I'm just gonna go in with that elf brush to blend out my contour and bronze and stuff. Blend those out first. Use another brush that's exactly like that elf brush and blend out my foundation, and then use that Real Techniques brush, that same one from the last video, and blend out my concealer.
Oh, I just wanna get away.
And if y'all want a in detail like tutorial on anything like eyeshadow, if you want in detail video on eyebrows, or like how to do your face, like your base makeup, just let me know and I'll film it for you. Just tell me, let me know. Let's have a conversation, okay?
I ask myself, is this shit real? I contemplate about how I feel, but you make it way too hard to think that this could be what you love is. I don't wanna wait another minute for you. Oh, you got me falling from the ceiling for you. Knew it from the start, there was no limit to you. And I'm catching feelings, baby. You give me feels, and I know that I know that I know that it's real. You give me feels. You give me feels, and I know that I know that I know that it's real. You give me feels. It took a lot of hard shit just to learn how not to break down and stop, baby. No matter what I've seen in the past, I want that an impact that we grown now, baby. I limit for you. Oh, you got me falling from the ceiling for you. Knew right from the start there was no limit for me. And I'm catching feelings, baby. You give me feels, and I know that it's real. You give me feels. You give me feels, and I know that it's real. You give me feels. Oh, you give me feels. You give me feels. You give me
Okay, so now I'm about to do my inner corner highlight, and I'm using that white shade that I used earlier, but we're gonna do a little something different. We're gonna add some glue, some lash glue right on top of that as well, and then add some glitter, sis. It's Valentine's Day. We gotta look real twinkly, real cute, even though we might not be able to go nowhere because Corojo out here in these streets, but add that glitter, sis. And then we're going to use some more highlighter for that brow bone. If you've never done this, do this. It's the little minor details is what gets you. It brings them in. Looks like you're ready to party. Okay, add it to your brow bone. It's gonna look so pretty on you, especially with that melanin, sis. Okay.
But you'll always be mine, so I'm here to remind you. Yeah. I'm here to remind you. Yeah. I'm here to remind you. But whatever you needed, yeah, I got it for you. Yeah. And if they didn't have it, I designed it for you. Ice like Gretzky, trips to petty. Still, you wanna be petty. I'm sorry that I ain't the type to tell you what you.
Okay, boom. I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt one more time. This lifter gloss by Maybelline, I'm sorry, but it's fire. I just gotta give a shout out to Maybelline, okay? Because it's drugstore. And look at the shine, sis. Lips is on point. Yes, I live.
Yeah, I'm here to remind you. When we fuss and fight that you can come and go, but you'll always be mine. So I'm here to remind you.